Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and I'm over at Larry H. Miller Jeep Chrysler over in Sandy, and we're going to take a quick look at the all-new 2018 Trackhawk. Trackhawk is brand new for 2018, and as the name suggests, this is kind of like the hardcore track variant on the Grand Cherokee, and it has that big 6.2 liter supercharged V8 from the Hellcat. But let's just get right into the video. If we look under the hood here, we can see that big 6.2 liter supercharged V8 that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission to all 4 wheels, and this engine puts out 707 horsepower and 645 pound-feet of torque. And I know not many buyers would be worried about fuel economy on this, but you are going to get 11 around town and 17 on the highway. And then if we finish up front, we can see this styling that's, I mean, it still looks like a Grand Cherokee. You still get the little Grand Cherokee slits up front with those same LED lights with the projector bulbs. But you can see all these extra vents and the little heat releases up on the hood to let additional heat out of the engine. But yeah, all these extra air intakes to feed that big 6.2 liter V8. Other than a couple of badges that are around the Trackhawk, one way to tell that this is a Trackhawk is it does have these yellow painted brake calipers up front. It has the little supercharged logo right next to the Grand Cherokee logo, and then obviously the yellow brake calipers in the back. And then last but not least, it's got a quad tip exhaust out back from the big dual tip that the SRTs have. Speaking of things out back, just like every other Grand Cherokee, it's going to have a power lift tailgate. You can get tow packages with these. It's got a nice little cargo cover on it. You get these nice floor mats. You get a little spare tire underneath, but even though this does have 707 horsepower, it's just as practical as any other Grand Cherokee that they have on the market right now. This being any Grand Cherokee, it has the nice little Trackhawk on the back of the key fob, but we can remote start it. Just press that twice and that'll remote start it right there for you. Stepping into the back, this one does have this nice kind of brownish red leather and Alcantara mixed interior. It's got these like suede inserts on the seats. You can see more of that suede on the side of the door. But if we step in here, just like every other Grand Cherokee, it's gonna have tons of space. You get heated seats in the back, little outlet, 12 volt, sorry, not 12 volt, you get little USBs. But yeah, just like I said, every other Grand Cherokee is gonna be just as practical. The biggest change is that motor. And then if we look up top, we see a little cover here for that big panoramic sunroof. And if we come up front, we can see that keyless entry that comes with it. So to lock it, you just one touch, and then to unlock it, you just put your hand on the back. And we can see these nice memory adjustments for the seats, all the window controls, Harman Kardon sound system. It's got the little power adjustments on the seats, and it's got these nice big bolsters on the seats to hold you in place. This really nice leather wrap steering wheel with the Trackhawk logo down there. But if we step in here, step-in height's really good since this is an SUV. And if we look, it's got these nice little paddles mounted on the back of the steering wheel. You got your cruise control over here. You got all of your controls for that center stack right there. Bluetooth voice commands, adaptive cruise control right there. So it does have nice safety tech to come with it. You will get, if you look on the side, you get a little triangle there. That's for the blind spot monitoring, parking sensors, lane departure assist. So it's fully loaded with tech equipment, and then here's all the analog controls for the dual zone climate right here, and the little climate controls, and then the controls for the radio. And if you notice, you got this nice little carbon fiber trim that goes throughout the interior, nice leather stitching on the dash. You get a nice glove box that's lined in felt. If we look right here, this is the shifter for the different drive modes that we'll go over in a minute. And then we got that little center console with the 12 volt right in there. And then if we press this little thing, it pops up and you can see the 2 USBs and the little auxiliary cord, and then a 12 volt right in there. There is a nice big panoramic sunroof that you can open. It's covered by this shade just like every other Grand Cherokee. To start up the 2018 Trackhawk, all you got to do is have the key fob on you, put your foot in the brake, push the push start button, and it'll fire right up, and you'll hear that beefy supercharged V8. But you can see the nice gauges right here. You got your little speed over there that goes up to 200 miles an hour. You got your temperature gauge, your fuel gauge, and then this customizable center stack And as you can see, this hasn't been driven at all. Top speed 5 miles an hour. But yeah, it's got all the stuff in the center screen, you know, basic information, everything on the vehicle. And then if we come here, this is this nice Uconnect right there where you have all your phone connectivity. It comes with the nice new navigation platform that is super easy to use. It's gonna have heated and ventilated seats up front, heated steering wheel. You got that nice backup camera with the trajectory lines. And here's the controls for that dual zone climate, and then the media stuff and the radio as well. But I'm sure what everyone's most excited about is these different modes. So you got the auto, sport, track, snow, and tow, and then you can click here to go through the drive modes as well, and then you have the custom, and then obviously it will have the launch control that you can use to drag race people in your Trackhawk. But if we switch between the different modes, it'll pop up on this center screen right here. And if you notice, it kind of gives little different depictions of the Trackhawk depending on what mode that you have it in. And then if you press the drive mode button, it lets you customize it in here. And you can see you have the custom, and then so you can go through and you can change all the modes. And all you have to do to get to that feature is you go to the screen right here. You got the little performance pages right there. So you just press this drive mode tab, and you can go through and you can set up the options. So you can set up how high the RPM is on the launch control. You can set up all this stuff. So you can set up exactly how you want the mode to be set up. And you can see you can customize that all through here. Just like that. And so they make it super easy to use. And so, for example, if I go over into sport mode, so you click it over into sport mode here, and then you can press this, and then you can customize how you want the sport mode to react. Same with any other mode that's on the vehicle. Just like any other high performance Chrysler vehicle, it will have the performance pages. We'll let those load up in a second. Now that these performance pages are loaded up, it'll give you any bit of information that you want on the vehicle. You can see your 0 to 60 times, you can have different gauge setups, G-force, and you actually get like a little kind of engine dyno function, so it'll show you torque and horsepower at any given time. And you can see that all this car is sitting here at idle. You can see it's got a little bit that's going through while it's sitting at idle, and you can actually get a little dyno chart of it as well if you'd like. But super awesome to have that, super customizable. There we have it, a quick runaround on the all-new 2018 Trackhawk. I didn't get to drive this particular one, and I'm sorry about that, but this one actually already is pre-sold, so hopefully, you know, a pre-owned one will come through, or a unit will come through over here that hasn't been sold yet. Thank you everyone so much for watching again. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up. If you're stopping for the first time, please subscribe. Comment down below what you thought, and I will see all of you in that next video.